Releasing feeling unwanted with true unity. There are many reasons why we feel unwanted. Maybe we feel that we're outside of a group. Maybe we're in a relationship and the other person doesn't have as much time or energy or attention for us that we would like. Or maybe our life is lonely and we feel like nobody wants us. It's a universal feeling to feel unwanted. We can feel unwanted in a huge group of people simply because nobody is connecting or interacting with us. So this feeling is really tough to handle, and a lot of times people move into independence and say, I don't need anybody. And if that's you, you can also check out the True Unity Hyper Independence to help you with that. And sometimes people just start being really negative and self-critical about themselves and say like, look, I'm not worth it. See, nobody wants to be my friend. Nobody wants to date me. Or people who date me don't want to treat me right. And we get into this negative spiral. So it's very important to deal with this feeling of unwantedness, so it doesn't degenerate into this negative spiral. It's very normal to feel unwanted. And a lot of times people can make us feel unwanted even when they do not want to do that. They're busy and they don't have any time for us, but it's not personal towards us. We're in a group and people are just talking about something that matters to them, and they don't notice that we are on the edges and we haven't said anything or haven't been listening to for such a long time. So when we feel that way, we can still be loved. We just don't feel like somebody loves us. That is why we feel unwanted. So if you haven't done any of the True Unity videos before, you can check out True Unity Explain or simply follow along with the steps. So the first thing to do when we feel unwanted is to realize that we are still loved. So the first step is, I am loved. And that washes away a lot of pain to realize that even when you feel unwanted in a certain situation, there's still love available for you. It might be that you now feel that your parents love you, or that your friends love you, or your partner loves you, or your job loves you, or your clients love you, or you love you, or if that all still feels negative, heaven, God, the universe, whatever you're comfortable with, loves you. So just breathe in and out and allow yourself to be loved for you. Especially if you have noticed a lot of feeling unwantedness with your parents, it's really tough sometimes to feel and receive love because we like to think that parents are all wonderful and they love their children unconditionally, but they are still human beings. They make mistakes. Some parents never should have been parents, and that is not on the child. And sometimes parents just, reach their final level of patience and explode, which is not a healthy response, but is still a human response. So now that we are able to be loved, we need to make a connection. Most of the time, when I talk to people who feel very unwanted, they're always waiting for the other person to make the connection. Because if they make the connection and they don't receive anything back, they feel really rejected. So if they reach out to a friend and they don't hear something back, it's like, my friend doesn't want to talk to me. Maybe your friend wants to talk to you, but they were on the toilet. Maybe your friend wants to talk to you, but they were in the middle of a crisis. Maybe your friend wanted to talk to you, but they fell asleep. So it's very important to keep on connecting to people. I choose connection. Just breathe in and out. And yes, if there's a long pattern of somebody not giving you any time, any attention, you definitely have the right to say, this might not be the right bond for me. And I recommend you release any unhealthy friendships. But if this is just something that is temporary, just realize that your feeling of unwantedness is not correct. Just breathe in and out and recognize that as human beings, we all crave connection, and it definitely helps if you reach out. And the final step is to say, I am so worth it. When we remember that we're worth it, we cannot feel unwanted. And of course, if you need any more help, you know where to find me. And subscribe to the channel for more wonderful videos.